Why would a neutral country keep helping Hitler while the rest of Europe was trying to stop him? Because Germany wasn't nearly as powerful as people think. In fact, without one ally quietly feeding its war machine, World War II might have ended years earlier. Most people imagine Nazi Germany as an unstoppable military giant. Tanks everywhere, planes everywhere, armies sweeping across Europe. But beneath all that power was a terrifying weakness. Germany was running a modern industrial war without enough raw materials to sustain one. And one country became the lifeline holding the entire machine together. Not through soldiers, not through tanks, but through something even more important, iron. Germany had a massive industrial limitation. You can have the best engineers in the world, but they can't build weapons out of thin air. Germany suffered from a catastrophic shortage of high-quality iron ore. The equation was simple and brutal. No iron ore means no steel. No steel means the tank stop. The artillery stops. The ammunition stops. The entire war machine stalls before it even starts. So, where would Hitler get it? As the war began, Germany expanded rapidly. Poland fell. France fell. The Low Countries fell. Military production exploded. But so did resource consumption. Here is the paradox. The faster Germany won, the more iron it burned through. Victory itself was increasing its dependence on foreign resources. The machine was becoming addicted, and the withdrawal symptoms would be fatal. Enter Sweden. A massive share of Germany's high-quality iron ore came directly from Swedish mines. Without it, German steel production would collapse, and military expansion would grind to a halt. Hitler faced an impossible dilemma. He had two choices, and both were incredibly risky. Option 1 was to invade Sweden and seize the mines by force. Option 2 was to leave Sweden alone and hope they keep cooperating. Inside the German high command, a frantic debate broke out. Some military planners argued, "We have the strongest army in the world. Let's just take Sweden and remove all uncertainty." But the economic advisors panicked. "Are you crazy? If we invade, the Swedes will blow up their own mines, destroy the railways, and we'll get absolutely nothing for months. Why invade someone who is already giving us what we need?" It revealed a surprising truth. Sometimes, conquest is far more expensive than cooperation. Sweden understood this dynamic perfectly. To survive, they made a calculated choice. Publicly, they maintained strict neutrality. Privately, they kept the trains moving, supplying Germany with millions of tons of iron ore. To Hitler, this was the dream outcome. Why waste divisions creating another bloody battlefield when Sweden was already delivering exactly what Germany needed right to their doorstep? Germany chose not to invade. Sweden stayed independent. And the ore kept flowing. The strategy worked perfectly. Because Swedish iron continued arriving, German factories stayed active 24/7. Tanks kept rolling off the assembly lines, aircraft production soared, and the campaigns continued. Germany reached the height of its power. Europe appeared conquered, and Hitler appeared unstoppable. Almost nobody noticed the quiet, neutral ally making it all possible. But the dependency never truly went away. Swedish iron solved the steel crisis, but it couldn't cure Germany's other terminal illnesses. The war machine was still choking on oil shortages, running out of manpower, and overextending itself across multiple fronts. The ore kept the machine alive, but it couldn't make it invincible. Germany's victories were creating new problems faster than resources could solve them. The cracks were starting to spread. Sweden never officially joined Hitler. They never marched beside German armies, and their soil never became a major World War II battlefield. Yet, by quietly supplying the raw materials Germany desperately needed, this neutral nation helped keep the Nazi war machine alive during the most critical years of the conflict. And that is the strange contradiction of history. Germany conquered much of Europe through sheer force, but its survival depended on cooperation. Because sometimes, the ally that changes history isn't the one firing the guns. It's the one supplying the metal they're made from.